With viewers all over the world wondering how he did it and whose help he had, Charlie Woods shockingly still remains the center of attention. Despite speculations of him being a Nepo kid, this 15-year-old continues to amaze the world. In this video, you'll get to know who Charlie Woods is and how his extreme dedication led him to where he is today. What Charlie Woods just did is something we've never seen before, earning him worldwide respect and appreciation. The talent the Tiger Woods' 14-year-old prodigy son has displayed over the last year truly has no comparison. His recent successes are one of the many reasons why he's one of the top names that appear when you name the PNC Championship. His performance at the Nota Big 3 Junior Golf Championship recently was an exemplary show of his skills. Woods was born on February 8, 2009, the son of expert golfer Tiger Woods and model Ellen Nordegren. Now, alongside his father, Tiger Woods, he competed at the 2020 PNC Championship at 11 years of age, and he became the youngest competitor in the tournament's history. He competed alongside his father again at the 2021, 2022, and 2023 PNC Championships. In 2020, they tied for 5th. In 2021, they were runners-up. In 2022, they tied for 8th. And in 2023, they tied for 5th place. With immense courage, determination, and fitness, the 15-year-old kid has left everybody with a bolt from the blue. Now, are you also wondering how this kid manages to play so well while maintaining composure? Because you're not alone. Millions of viewers online seem to think the same thing. While some praise him for being extraordinarily exceptional, others let their rage out by way of mean comments such as "back the F off," "garbage-ass swing and score," and "kid's trash." Honestly, that's just mean, talking that way about a kid who's just trying to live his best dream. After reading these heartbreaking comments online, one wonders what this child even did. The mega question is, does he deserve any of this? And the answer is simply no. The milestones he has achieved at such a young yet naive age are various and, frankly, pretty impressive. Adhering to his extraordinary abilities, he recently achieved something his father, Tiger Woods, could never achieve on the golf course. Charlie Woods became a high school state champion golfer at the age of 14, an accolade his 82-time PGA Tour winning dad Tiger was never able to achieve. The teenager shot rounds of 78 and 76 across 36 holes to help secure the Benjamin School the Florida State Championship for the 4th time. Overall, Woods Jr. finished 26th individually in the event, coming 4th out of 5 Benjamin School players on the way to securing the title. PGA Tour legend Tiger was in attendance to watch his son and teammates prevail at the Mission Inn Resort and Golf, an accolade he was unable to get his hands on during his time studying at Western High School in Anaheim, California. However, Charlie couldn't have achieved anything without the help of his notoriously known father. Tiger has not only performed as a coach to his son, but has also been a highly supportive father. In recent weeks, Woods has been spotted out on the course on several occasions, often alongside son Charlie. Earlier this month, the teenager competed in the Nota Big 3 Junior Golf Championship in Louisiana, and his famous father acted as caddy, as Tiger carried his son's bag across all 54 holes without a noticeable limp. The 14-year-old was competing after qualifying with rounds of 71 and 66 back in September when the 15-time major winner, his dad, once again carried the bag. Per the PGA Tour, Charlie said at the time, "It's great, we just stay in our own little world." According to an article published by mir.co.uk, Charlie talks about his father in such words: "We take it one shot at a time. He puts me in my place. I'll talk about the next tee shot and he's like, no, this is the shot we're going to focus on. Focus up. This is what we're going to do." After Charlie's magnificent shots went viral and broke the internet, many viewers admired the father-son relationship. One said, "This kid is legitimately good. Having Tiger as a dad and a coach is an added bonus." Now, do you think the same? Because Justin Thomas sure does. Now, you wondering who that is? Well, Justin Thomas and his dad compete in the PNC Championship and have continued participating every year. This pro thinks that mini Tiger is a stud on the course. In an interview, Thomas said he'd been playing with Charlie and was amazed by his natural skills and ability. Now, he seemed impressed with the way this 15-year-old kid carried himself with a great deal of maturity. Since many fans were worried about Charlie's mental health and how he would cope with the extreme pressure that inevitably comes with starting in the PNC Championship, he said, "I think I'm getting used to it. The first year was surprising, and then I just knew what to expect the next 2 years." Honestly, that's a pretty mature answer for a kid his age. And he's even more mature than most adults we've seen on the course. It's got to be interesting, knowing that following in the footsteps of a famous parent or sibling is hard. With the fear and challenge of being compared to them for the rest of your career, maintaining peace and calm seems almost impossible for some. That too in the field of sport, where everything becomes a headline thanks to the excessive attention from local media. Now, one thing everybody has praised this kid for is his ignorance towards this matter. Being compared to his father is a matter of pride for him that he owns, effortlessly, leaving the audience rather impressed. Now, what he does is so mind-blowing, we've never seen it before. Another famous pro golfer, Jon Rahm, had amazing things to say about Charlie. In 2022, during an interview before the Century Tournament of the Champions, he applauded Woods Jr. for his stunning game at the 2022 PNC Championship. He said he's got a lot of talent. If he keeps working hard, which I'm sure he will, I wouldn't doubt for 1 second that we'll see him one day maybe sitting here. Adding a bit of humor to the interview, he said, "Charlie's got a lot of talent, more than I did at the age of 12. Charlie's talent and perseverance have caught so much attention that even retired golfers like Lee Trevino praised him. Now, Trevino motivated Charlie by saying that he could potentially grow into the greatest ball striker in the game. All the praise and tireless mind training by his father has led Charlie to have immense self-belief and unbreakable confidence. From teeing from further back at 6,578 yards to cracking jokes with Justin Thomas, this kid's truly got it all. According to Tiger Woods, he uses non-stop tricks to train Woods Jr. so he can concentrate better. In 2022, Woods gave an interview to Paul Azinger and Dan Hicks during the Hero World Challenge on Golf Channel. Azinger asked Woods if he messed with Charlie and used distraction-like little tricks, and Woods replied in affirmation. He said, "It's non-stop. It's trying to get him. If I can get into his head, that means anybody else can get into his head." Woods continued and explained that these tricks were seeming to work, and he said, "It's getting to a point where I can't get in his head, and then no one else can get in there either." Once again, the determination of this 15-year-old has left us all in shock. Do you think you'd be able to stop somebody from getting in your head while you're trying to focus on the hole in the ground, almost 6,500 yards away from you? For me, my money's gonna be on no. Just imagine being so great that one of your greatest competitors predicts a bright future for you. Charlie Woods can be great. John Daly II gives validation to his fierce competitor's future. Sometimes we think about where we stand in life with all these successful people out there. It's honestly getting kind of scary at points. Game struggles on the first day. When asked by Golf.com about how good of a caddy his dad is, Charlie mentioned that Tiger's reads are not traditional. For Dad as a caddy, his reads are hook bias, and I don't hook as much as he does, he said. So all of my putts, I miss right, so I have to account for that. Analysis of Putt Lab data via Golf Digest found that Tiger actually addresses the ball to the right of his intended line. But thanks to a strong right hand in his putting stroke, he hooks the club face back to being slightly closed. While not technically perfect, it is consistent, and Tiger has practiced it enough that it's become natural and it works well for him. On Saturday, the pairing only finished 8 under and blamed their work on the greens for a performance that wasn't up to their standards. I mean, I drove the ball really well today. I didn't miss a fairway, and we still managed to shoot 8 under, Charlie remarked, adding, "We just suck at putting." Tiger agreed, following up his son's comments by saying that he summed it up right there. On Sunday, they got their act together, shooting 11 under on the way to finish 19 under for the whole tournament. Although this way of striking is peculiar and rather inconvenient, one thing we all must take notice of is that Tiger sticks to this unconventional way no matter what. Notice Tiger's consistency scores are all hovering in the high 90s. Now, everything else aside, that's the truly essential ingredient in all of this. That's the lesson. Even though on paper, Tiger's stroke isn't perfect, that doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be perfect. Instead, it's something better, natural and repeatable. Tiger has mastered his unique motion and knows how to do it the same way every single time. Now that's the real key to putting, even if it may make for some strange reads for Charlie along the way. While Charlie revealed nothing too significant about his dad, Tiger Woods, we still think there's a lot under the surface. In a recent interview, Tiger Woods revealed that whenever he needed sports advice or help, he resorted to his 15-year-old son. This kid is not only gifted, but also so keen to observe that he rightfully suggests moves to his dad. What we can't forget here is that his dad is a 15-time major winner in golf. Now he's set to compete in this week's third major of the year at Pinehurst in North Carolina, and he's had a familiar face-out with him on the course. Charlie himself tried to qualify for the event, falling short in a qualifier in April, but he's still right alongside his dad, and in matching colors too. Speaking about Charlie's presence at the course, Woods told the media, "I think having Charlie out here is very special. To have the father-son relationship that we have, and to extend it into this part of both of our lives. He's playing a lot of junior golf, and I'm still playing out here. It's neat for him to see the guys that he watches on TV and YouTube and TikTok, whatever the hell it is that they do. At home, he's with Justin Thomas and Ricky Fowler a lot, but to see other guys hit the golf ball, it doesn't really do it justice until you actually see it in person." He was very excited today to watch Max Homa and Minwoo Lee and watch them hit golf balls. They've talked to him quite a bit, especially Minwoo and him. Now, I think they're closer in age than I am to anybody else. It's great. It's great for us to be able to share these moments together. While opening up about his heartwarming relationship with Charlie, he also let out a piece of information that truly shook the world. As far as his responsibilities, it's the same. I trust him with my swing and my game. He's seen it more than anybody else in the world. He's seen me hit more golf balls than anyone. I tell him what to look for, especially with putting. He gave me a couple of little side bits today, which was great because I got so entrenched in hitting certain putts to certain pins, I tend to forget some of the things I'm working on. The fact that a 15-year-old helps his dad win the golf tournament never ceases to amaze. Now, do you think that you would trust your kid this much? Or would your kid even be this talented? Because we've currently dived deep into the world of ifs. In another interview with Golf.com, Tiger talked about how passionate his kids were about soccer, but Charlie seems to have answered the call he must have been hearing since he was in the womb. Just as the world got their first glimpse of Tiger's swing as a 2-year-old on the Mike Douglas Show in 1978, Tiger's little boy had his moments too. Recently, a video made rounds showing 4-year-old Charlie doing his thing. And if you saw the video, you'd have to admit that he's pretty good at what he does. That swing is just too good for a kid that age. From what Tiger revealed in his conversation with Golf Digest's Dan Rappaport, the lockdown had something to do with Charlie's renewed love for golf, as the period of isolation brought the father and son closer together. It allowed them to connect better on the course. Now, the only thing we learned during the pandemic was a bunch of TikTok dances. Not that they were especially useful. Tiger also said something pretty funny. He said playing with Charlie kept him in practice and competitive when there were no tournaments going on. Charlie recently revealed that he was named after one of the biggest golf stars, one that his dad admired a lot, Charlie Sifford. During his speech after receiving the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2009, Tiger said of the former PGA Tour pro, "I always called him Grandpa because he was like the grandpa I never had, and I ended up becoming so close with him that I ended up naming my son Charlie after him." Tiger's father and Dr. Sifford were good friends. Therefore, during his formative years, young Woods drew inspiration from Dr. Sifford, who began his career as a caddy. Although Woods at the start was not a friend of Sifford, he slowly came to be. Even after the death of Earl Woods in 2006, the two stayed close. Dr. Sifford's son, Sifford Jr., remembered the relationship between Dr. Sifford and Woods. He stated, "They would call each other and talk, and Tiger would send emails and text messages and have him in his locker. You know, when he was leading the tournament, my dad would say, 'Go out there and get that trophy and get that cash.'" Now, Woods and Sifford's passion for golf kept them closely connected throughout the years. While one paved the way for a more inclusive golf landscape in America, the other is continuously growing the game with this TGR foundation and helping the youth succeed in it. But who knows? After a couple of years, somebody might name their child after Woods for all the great things that he's done for the game of golf. I don't know. Would you do that? Would you name your kid after a golf star? And if so, which one would you choose? Let me know down below. And here's the thing. We're talking about a friendship that started with golf and has become generational, that has helped bring people together and has helped nourish the right level of competitiveness, which helps bring out the best in the future of golf. So what are your thoughts on all of this? Make sure you let me know in the comments section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.